Live from Union Square in San Francisco, the Southwest Airlines Chinese New Year Parade with your hosts, Ben Fong Torres and Julie Hayner.
Get ready to hold on with both hands. We're celebrating the Year of the Horse here in San Francisco's Union Square. The next 12 months will feel nothing like last year's lower energy water snake.
That's right. It's a time for quick victories, unexpected adventures, and surprising romance. Perhaps there'll be a couple of love connections made along the parade route, especially with this being Valentine's Day weekend. Good evening. I'm Ben Fong Torres.
And I'm Julie Hayner. Thanks for joining us as we celebrate one of the world's largest and most important holidays, the Lunar New Year. Energy is high in horse ears, and we are ready to jump right into this parade. Tens of thousands of people have gathered now to watch the pomp and pageantry of the Southwest Airlines Chinese New Year Parade.
In the Chinese zodiac, one of 5 elements energizes each of the 12 animals, and in this Chinese year, 4712, it's the wood horse. But there's nothing wooden about reaction times this year. Pondering and planning was so last year. This is the time to act fast.
And that's our cue to get to the starting line. The Southwest Airlines Chinese New Year Parade kicks off right now with some terracotta warriors. The stone soldiers are about to come to life thanks to the magic of the Tat Wong Kung Fu Academy.
Buried with the first emperor of China in 210 BC. If you look closely, you will see each one has a different individual face. Very lifelike. Now hurry along, the museum will now be closing.
The Chinese consulate helped to custom design the warrior costumes made specifically for tonight's performance. Each one varies in height and details according to their roles. Even the facial expressions vary.
The Tat Wong Kung Fu Academy demonstrates skill and strength with each costume weighing more than 12 pounds. Now that's a workout.
You can see why the school's been named one of the best Kung Fu schools by San Francisco Guardian and Parent Magazine's family favorite. Grandmaster Tat Mao Wong and his team have taught tens of thousands of students to be healthy, confident, safe, and, as you can see, very strong. The terracotta warriors were discovered in 1974 by a group of peasants in the Shanxi province of northwest China. They unearthed fragments of a clay figure, the first evidence of what turned out to be one of the greatest archaeological discoveries in modern times. Well, I think those 20,000 firecrackers are enough to blow the evil spirits back to last year.
And KTVU's Robert Honda is right in the middle of all the action. He has been moving around the parade route to give us a unique perspective. Robert, how's it looking down there?
It sounds and looks pretty good. Nice way to start off with a bang. By the way, is that ringing part of our show opening?
Yes.
Anyway, Gung Hei Fat Choi and Happy New Year, everyone. Once again, I have the pleasure of trying to give everyone the best seat in the house. We're going to give you some views that only spectators here can see and some great pictures that only our top-notch photographers can deliver. Now, I've already felt a couple of drops, so maybe we might have some weather issues, but rain is a tradition here at the parade, and it is not only the year of the horse, it is the year of the drought, so no one's complaining. So get ready for a close-up look and a lot of colorful and loud sounds here at the parade.
That's right, Robert. No one's complaining. We will carry on, rain or shine, right?
And by the way, the noise, we light firecrackers at the beginning and end of the festivities to bring luck and scare away bad omens.
Southwest Airlines knows a thing or two about reuniting families, something that's huge this time of year. The Lunar New Year kicks off what's been called the largest annual human migration on Earth. Imagine more than half of China's population trying to get home all at the same time.
Wow, I don't want to imagine. The thought just stresses me out. Here in the U.S., children, parents, and grandparents rely on Southwest to get them to their destinations for the Chinese New Year holiday. This group makes traveling way less stressful.
And isn't it gorgeous? All with those colors.
A fantastic fan.
And Happy New Year to everyone on top riding on that float.
From Walnut, California, 25 miles east of Los Angeles, let's welcome the Walnut High School Blue Thunder Band and Orchestra to this parade. This is the band's first appearance and the first time the band and orchestra have performed together in any parade.
Band members say they had a lot of fun working out a way to incorporate the orchestra. Let's see what they came up with tonight.
Very nice outfits. The blue West Point style uniforms are band members. Orchestra members are in concert dress. The school's performing arts program has 1,000 students, with almost half in the band and orchestra programs alone.
St. Mary's, the school synonymous with the Chinese New Year parade, gets early billing. They've been in the parade more than just about anyone.
They're one of my favorites. Let's check them out. This fan dance is without music, despite what you hear. You'll see the louder students right behind them. They're wearing traditional silk costumes, something we'll be seeing a lot of tonight.
They're beautiful. Look at all the colors. Their costumes are gorgeous. The silence didn't last long. Well, sort of, like in my house, with two boys following the drill team, St. Mary's Chinese Girls Drum and Bell Corps. They're performing their signature sound with glockenspiels and drums.
Well, they've been practicing 2 to 3 Saturdays a month since September, paying off.
Their very first parade back in 1941 was the city's St. Patrick's Day Parade, and since then they have taken part in many historic events, including President John F. Kennedy's inauguration in Washington, D.C., and Queen Elizabeth's visit to San Francisco.
Taking a look at our AT&T fun fact. The Chinese New Year is the longest and most important celebration in the Chinese calendar, lasting for 15 days. It starts on the eve of the New Year, when Chinese families gather for a reunion dinner.
And looking back at the Ford picture-perfect moment, we can see the Year of the Horse has already sprinted out of the gate. It began on January 31st and ends on February 18th of next year.
And it's a good year for travel, especially for one lucky winner and 3 friends. Stay tuned for the secret phrase, and then after the parade, go to KTVU.com and enter for your chance to win a trip to anywhere Southwest flies in the U.S. We'll be right back.
That we have during the parade. You know, I was talking to the mayor and saying how when he first started, he was so tentative. Now look how certain and sure he is. Going hey fat choi, everyone, from the mayor.
That's the Big Bang Theory.
What a way to start this parade off.
Ed Lee is the city's first Asian American mayor. He's also one of 3,000 elected or appointed Asian Americans in office around the United States. 恭喜發財新年快樂 from Kenny C, president of the Chinese Chamber of Commerce. Mr. C serves as vice president of Cathay Bank and remains very active in the Chinese community. He's currently serving as president of the Panyup Benevolent Association.
Mr. C's previous roles include president of the Chinese Consolidated Benevolent Association and Samyup Benevolent Associations. Out there with his wife tonight. He is a busy guy. I hope he gets to slow down in the year of the horse. And we're celebrating not only the year of the horse, but Valentine's weekend. So appropriately, everybody wearing their red on this Valentine's weekend. Downtown San Francisco, a busy place right now.
We get a chance to see some pretty fancy cars, both vintage and modern. We'll be seeing one with Rosie Chu in a little while.
That's right. That's coming up shortly.
Up next, the pride of the University of California at Davis, the Cal Aggie Marching Banda. The unique moniker comes from an announcer who they thought over-pronunciated the word of band to sound like banda.
I think that's our cue to stop talking and just listen. We wouldn't want to mispronounce something and then have to have another name change.
No, don't want to do that. That's what you thought it was, huh, you punk rock fans? That's no mistaking their sound or their song choice. Smells like Teen Spirit. The Nirvana classic defined a generation. Smells like Teen Spirit. What does that smell like anyway?
You know, I have teens at home, and it's not a good thing, so let's just keep our distance, huh, Ben? Well, every parade needs a grand marshal, and the man suited for this prestigious gig is former San Francisco Police Chief Fred Lau. Lau was born at Chinese Hospital and raised in Chinatown, and he went to Garfield Elementary School, so he must have been groomed for this role.
He was the fifth police officer of Chinese ancestry in the history of the SFPD, beginning his illustrious career in 1971. He served as chief for 7 years before retiring in 2002. The events of September 11th prompted him to come out of retirement, working as federal security director for the TSA. Well, this is one lion group you don't want to mess with. Under the fur, some of San Francisco's finest. In fact, the only police department in the country that can claim a lion dance team.
They formed in 1988 to improve relations between officers and the Asian community. Law enforcement from both the police and sheriff's departments make up the team. Looks like the Lions have brought in some backup tonight. A 150-foot-long dragon. Anything that takes 20 officers to handle must be powerful. And the blue and gold represents the colors of the police department.
The two rookie dragons are new this year. They're led by family members.
And what a great way to see law enforcement embracing traditions of the people who they protect and serve. Happy New Year from the SFPD. Every year, many Chinese families offer a sacrifice to the kitchen god, a deity who reports back to the Jade Emperor on what the family has done in the past year. This kitchen god arrived here courtesy of Lucky Supermarkets.
Always being watched must be where the NSA got the idea. A big thank you to the float builders for stocking his ride with plenty of his favorite candies. That's one way to ensure a flattering report.
The Kitchen God typically reports back on the 23rd day of the